Hey guys, today I'll be answering this question of how do you really stop daydreaming when real life is not as satisfying? This is a very interesting question because this is that realization where life in daydreaming or life in the imaginary world is so amazing. You may be having control, you may be having great relationships, you may be having money, you may be having good friends, you may be having just things going in your imaginary world. And it's very okay. But now in your real life, poor relationships, you feel bad about yourself, you feel that you have no value, you feel that you have low self-esteem. Like in your real life, that things are not going. You have a job you don't enjoy. Let's say you are working in some company where you are not even having like a good working environment. You don't have good relationships with your colleagues. So you are just in this real life where everything is just a mess. Not everything is, of course, but most things are a mess. So, and then you want to stop. So, of course, you will face a challenge of wanting to stop because you are like, it's not satisfying. Even if you stop, real life is not satisfying. So, why stop it? Because you are now comparing, like your mind is comparing the beauty of the imaginary world, the freedom of the imaginary world, and the lack of freedom in this real world. So you are like, why? Like, how do you really stop when real life isn't satisfying? Actually, real life is not satisfying. Not because of the daydream, no, because you've neglected it. You've been building this imaginary world for a very long time. Ever since you were an immersive daydreamer, like a normal daydreamer. But as a result of you building this world, you neglected real life. You neglected your real life, which is you working on yourself, which is you working on your confidence, which is you working on your social skills, which is you facing the betrayal, which is you facing your fears, which is you understanding your boundaries, which is you understanding that in the real world there is good or bad, something like that. Or in the real world you may experience both sides. You may be betrayed sometimes, but sometimes you may not also be betrayed. You may be having good friends. You may also have a bad job, but that doesn't mean that it's the end for you. It should just mean that maybe you need to work on something on your skills. But how can you work on your skills when you are spending most of your time, like 4 to 5 hours a day, in an imaginary world? So that comparison of like, how can you stop when real life is not satisfying, is not where the answer is. It's more of like, what happened in real life that made it not satisfying. That's where you get to understand the source of the addiction. So you get addicted to a pleasurable, pleasurable behavior because you escaped the painful aspects of life. So if you keep doing that, real life, if you keep doing that, there'll always be this distance between the satisfaction of real life and the imaginary world. So instead of you thinking about like stopping and then real life becoming and then living in a dissatisfying life, just focus on how can you improve the quality of your real life. That's where the solution is. It's not really in the stopping, it's improving the quality of your life. Because if your real life was something which was something to live up to, like you are having a better job, you are having good friends, you are having boundaries, you understand yourself, you are seeing life challenges are as more things to be overcome, it will mean that you'll be excited to live in real world, not even looking at stopping. So don't focus on stopping, focus on improving the quality of your real life, and that at least will help you ease yourself to this real world. Hope you found that informative, guys. Until next time, have a nice day.